Hey gamers, I'm gonna try to explain how I made Morta Mima playable in Absolum. I've got a question about it, about how to do that, so I'm going to show you. So you can see I have, so this is the original big file, you know, vanilla, and this is edited version. So I'm going to show you how I made Morta Mima playable. So I went to character data, characters, fighters, and Morta Mima is here. What I did is I duplicate her and I add it to playables. So why do I do this? I do this so I don't accidentally modify the boss version. I don't want to touch the boss version. And to do that, to make sure to do that, I'm also going to animate it right data, characters, fighters, Morta Mima, or is she here? And I'm also going to duplicate this and go to playables. That way, when I modify the playable Morta Mima, I make sure to not modify the NPC Morta Mima. Something you want to do is go to mortamima.character, and here at the animations you want to point to the modified version, so playables, Morta Mima sprite. Okay, so this is the first step. Second step, because you're going to play as the character, you don't want the character to be a boss character, and you want the character to be able to revive. So to do this, you're going to look for let's see, boss character here, and you're going to set it to 0. That way it's just a regular character that can die. Then you're going to keep scrolling and you go to sleep instead of dying. So this is where did it go? Sleep instead of dying. If you put this to 1, it lets your character revive with the Mother's Grace. Otherwise you're just going to die as soon as you die the first time, and you don't want that. Something important is you also want to put run speed to something above 0. This is for screen transitions. If you have a run speed of 0, you can get soft locked in some areas. So you're going to put it to whatever, you know, 0.15. This is fine. This is to avoid soft locks on level transitions. Okay, so once this is done, you're going to go back up to the moves, and you're going to map the moves, the attacks, to certain buttons. So let's see, this is my edited version, so I'm going to refer to it. Okay, so let's see. So this is attack CAC. CAC means CQC in French. So I'm going to map it to X. Press X. Boom. I'm pretty sure this is what I did here too. Yep. Afterwards, let's see what else did I map. Attack sphere. I mapped it to B. Okay. So let's do that. Press B. Okay. What else did I map? I mapped attack 4 left. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I pressed it on Y. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, I went. This is an attack that faces you to the left automatically. So what you want to do is find the turnaround function. Where is it? Let's see. Oh, this one. Allow direction switching. I'm going to put this to 1. Alright. And that way, when you execute it, you can actually turn around. You know, it says attack O4 left. You're going to be able to turn around and do it to the right. And that's just so you don't need to map, you know, attack left and attack right. Alright. Then attack homing full screen. I think I put it on Taunt. So Taunt is actually not the Taunt, it's the ultimate input. I'm going to have a list in the description of what input, what command, condition I mean, corresponds to what input. So you need to put it to Taunt. Alright. Attack or for left full screen, this one I'm going to put on BackDash, pretty sure. BackDash is actually your left trigger. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, BackDash. This is my reference. And attack or for right full screen to ForwardDash, which is your right trigger, your Arcana. And also for the summons I have intro part 1, phase 1 actually. I'm going to put this, where should I put this actually? Intro P1, let's see, okay, B and down. B and down. Alright. I think that's all I had mapped. So, we're going to, after that, so I'm in playables, right? I'm going to replace I'm going to replace Brome, you know, playable Brome, with Morta Mima. So I'm going to copy his name, then make a backup version here, delete the actual playable Brome, but I have a backup, so it's okay. And then I'm going to duplicate Morta Mima, put Brome's name instead, and now I'm going to, you know, when I click on it, this is Morta Mima's moves, you know. Alright. So once you've switched characters, you want to make sure to save, so you can either, you know, big file quick export, or just press Ctrl and S. It does the same thing, like this, boom. And then you launch Absolum. So I switch character and go to Brome, and you can see, let me go full screen. It's Morta Mima, the Silver Queen.
We'll see who burns brighter, Sun King. We'll see who burns brighter, Sun King.
So yeah, here she is. So if I press X, I get this CQC attack, as we call it. If I press Y, I get this. If I press the left trigger, I get this. If I press the right trigger, I get this. If I press both triggers, I get this attack, which is pretty cool. If I press B, I get the fireball. It tries to go to any enemy it can find, but there are no enemies here, so, you know. If I press Y, as you can see, I can turn around. This is handy if you want to actually aim at the enemy. And if I press down and B, as you can see, there's a problem here. Okay, I summon my guys, sure, but the camera is all glitchy. So what's up with that? Well, let's see what we can do about that. I'm going to close the game. I'm going to go to the sprite, actually, animated sprite data. You know, go to Morta Mima, the version that we went and put to playables. I'm going to go to animations, and the summon animation is this one. It's intro phase 1. So I'm going to go to intro phase 1, which is, actually I can just type it. into phase 1 and go to frames. And as you can see, some frames have a plus. This means they have a function. So the first one, for instance, it has a function to set cameras, and I don't want that. So if I don't want that, I'm going to just press delete, and then that lets you test without actually deleting stuff. It just, you know, the game, when you save this big file, it's going to ignore these, like put them aside. So you go to each frame with a plus, you check this functions data. So here the function data is just a bark, so just leave it. Bark is like, you know, a dialogue. Okay, 31, what's in there? Character spawn NPCs. This is how you spawn the NPCs that follow you, or in the case of the boss, the NPCs that follow them. So here it's the skeleton bee, and force team ID means that it's going to be on the team of the person that summons them, so it should be fine with the playable. We'll try just to make sure. So 31, 41, it's also a spawn NPC, so we don't need to check more. 50 spawn NPC, okay. And then we continue until we find more. No, there is not any more. Okay. So normally the camera should be fixed, right? Actually, I'm going to check something else. Morta Mima character moves. I'm going to go to intro P1. No, that's not the one. Where is it? This one. I'm going to go to links. As you can see, it has summon pillar phase 1. I don't want that, because the summon pillar is only something that happens in Morta Mima's room. So I'm going to delete the link. A link is a move that is executed after the end of the previous link, or when you put in like an input. Here, grab front or back. It's remnants from Streets of Rage 4. This is actually when you do nothing, like when the previous move ends, it triggers this one. You can, you know, put like PressX, PressY, PressB, whatever. What I'm going to do is delete it. Boom. So what I like to do is, you know, I do the change on Morta Mima, but then I have to re-put the sorcerer playable. That way I make sure that the changes are both on the source, I guess, and sorcerer playable, which is the character I'm actually testing it out with. So make sure to save, of course.
We'll see who burns brighter.
Let's try the summon move. And there you go. We got the summon without the zoom in of the camera and without the weird zoom in when it went all the way to the left. So are the soldiers on my side actually? Let's try to go to a run. So that was loud. Yep, they're on my side, so they're not going to attack me. Let's summon them again just to make sure. Yep, they're on my side. Now, something else you want to do is set it up so that moves respond to rituals. And how do you do that? Well, you're going to go to, you know, the playable characters move. Just go to the light attack, that's a jab, and you're going to go here. This is jab. And you don't really know what this means, it doesn't matter. You're just going to copy it, then go back to Morta Mima, go to her jab attack, I guess, you know, the CQC attack, and you're going to go to linkable after any hit and delete it. Then you're going to paste the jab. So now this move is considered a jab, but you're not done yet. You're going to go back to Sorcerer Playable, go to the light attack O1 again, and then go to here, jab, applicable ritual type. Copy that, go back to Morta Mima, CQC attack. You're going to go to Star Coast, here. You're going to delete it and paste the applicable ritual type key. So the reason you're doing this like that is because if you just copy and paste without deleting these things, this is going to crash the editor, the Pandora's box. Once you have done that, now your jab, your CQC attack is considered a jab for rituals, and this is important. So you can actually, you know, apply ritual effects to your attacks. Otherwise, the rituals are just going to be useless. And this also applies to trinkets. So trinket effects are going to get applied to your attacks properly. I'm also going to modify other attacks. So I'm going to copy the jab and go to the entropy one, you know, the summon skeletons, and I'm going to paste it, and this time I'm going to edit it and set it as special. Special is the Arcana moves. So, right, I did that. I'm also going to copy the other one, the applicable ritual type. Go back here and go to Star Cost, delete it, paste the applicable ritual type key and set it to special as well. Now this means that my summoning of skeletons is considered an Arcana. So if I pick up anything that applies to Arcanas, like you know, Sonic Boom Arcana or Rose Turret Arcana, this is going to work with this move. I'm going to save and try to get an Arcana ritual and show you how it works. So I've edited the game to give me the Sonic Arcana ritual. So when I do a ritual now, so the summon skeleton in this case, I'm going to get the wind Sonic Boom. You can see it on the left here. And it works just fine. So something else I did is give a mana cost to her summon. So I did that because it's kind of cheesy to just spam summons, right? So how do you do that? Well, you actually don't need to go to moves for now. We're going to go to a playable character, so this one. I'm going to go to stats. As you can see, there is mana max and mana multiplier. I'm going to copy mana max, copy, and go to Morta Mima and go to stats. So you can see this. Boom, mana max 1000. This is the max for a playable character. Life max, you can see the boss health that she has. You know, if you want to set it to a playable character's health, it's 75. I'm going to leave it at 1000 because I don't really care right now. So, something else you can... once you've done this, set the mana max, then you're going to go to one of Brom's moves. Actually, I'm going to go to Dwarf, because it's simpler on Dwarf. going to go to shotgun, unlock conditions, and as you can see, this is how to make a move cost mana. You know, it checks the mana, it checks if it has 1000, and then, you know, it just depletes it. So again, I'm going to copy this, copy. So it's an unlock condition for a move, right? So I'm going to go to Morta Mima, moves, intro phase 1, unlock condition, and just paste it. And, you know, now the check stats. Here, cost 1000 to do. Something you can do as well, in stats, we can just, let's see, have something called mana, and that's your starting mana. So I'm going to set it to 2000, just, you know, for demonstration purposes. Now when I do a summon move, you're going to see my mana go down, if I did this right. So, well, actually, let me check. Sonic Arcana. Then I do my summon move. And as you can see, it takes mana away from me. This is perfect, this is what I want. So there you go, this is how I made a Morta Mima playable. She is pretty fun, you know, to do this and fill the screen with bones. So yeah, there you go, have fun.